Hi class. So today we are covering the second half of the social practice unit. So with the first presentation, you got familiar with some historical context and just comfortable with what social practice really means. So today we're going to go through some artists that are making social practice work right now. There's a lot of really powerful work in this presentation, including work that deals with things like freedom of speech and expression, political activation, sexual assault, community building, and I've also included a couple of artists who I have personal connections with and who have personal connections with the university. So I've included the work of Cheryl Oring in her project I Wish to Say. Cheryl Oring is a professor here at UNCG. There's a really great video in the lecture that I highly recommend about her work. And then I've also included some work of peers of mine from the MFA program at UNCG. And I want to particularly talk about the work of Cheryl Rowland. So Cheryl Rowland's work is much more powerful when he explains it himself, but I will do my best. So Cheryl has a project that's ongoing starting in 2016 called the Jumpsuit Project. And this project has to do with Cheryl's own experience being wrongfully incarcerated. So when Cheryl was a second-year student in the MFA program here at UNCG, he was notified that there was a warrant out for his arrest, and when he went to turn himself in, he was eventually, long story short, convicted of a crime he did not commit, and then incarcerated for a period of over 10 months. So after a period of several years, Cheryl was completely exonerated and eventually came back to UNCG to finish his MFA, which is when I met him. And during Cheryl's second year of the MFA program, he engaged in this project called the Jumpsuit Project, in which he wore an orange prison jumpsuit to school every single day. And I can attest that he did it because I had a studio on the same hall as him, and I saw him every day. So this project was not only for him about raising awareness for wrongful incarceration, but just about the criminal justice system in general in our country. This project allowed for meaningful dialogue to take place all day, every day, surrounding him, and really open people's eyes to the realities of our criminal justice system and how it affects not only those who are incarcerated, but also their families and tangential relationships. It's a really powerful work, and he's still continuing to travel and to speak and perform in the jumpsuit as well. So I've also included some works by students of mine from the North Carolina Governor's School where I teach in the summer. So there are some really powerful works that my students have created. These are high school students, and they're dealing with issues like mental illness, pollution and the climate crisis, gender expression, gender identity, immigration. And so I hope that you really enjoy those pieces. I think that they have found really beautiful and meaningful ways to activate their audience and include them as an integral part of the work, which really is the crux of what social practice is trying to do. So in general, to just sort of wrap up, I really hope that these final student projects really show you that you also have the power to do that, and that if this class has taught you nothing else, I hope that it teaches you that you have the power to be an artist if you want to be, and that you, through that art and through those actions, have the power to create change. So I just hope that you have learned that and really can embody that moving forward.